Hey everybody, how's it going? Yogurt here. Hope you're all doing well, having a great day, night, afternoon, you know, whatever it is for you, wherever you are, whenever you're watching, you know, because it's always now, as Gray once pointed out. And I've stopped trying to make my Spaceball play jokes, you know. Sorry, I still didn't set up my camera yet. I'll get there. But anyway, how are you all doing? Ancient, you're surprised you've been a good boy in Matt chat. Let's correct that. Uh-oh. It's alright. We've got Gray and Buffy here to faithfully approve anything that should come through. How are you all doing though? Hopefully well. I'm doing pretty well. About to play some Horizon. It's been a minute. Been before the move, because I just now got my PlayStation set up. Yesterday, I think? Sunday. Didn't actually turn on until today, so yeah. That's alright, you've got Buffy to back you up, Gray. Occasionally you have to work for it. Not too often, I don't think. But yeah, excited to get back to some Horizon Zero Dawn. And then I think we might finish up the main story tonight. Don't remember exactly where we are. Find out here in a minute. We're not too far from it, unless we just avoid it. Which I'm not planning on doing. Why did I have to go to the palace of this? Probably Hades intends to use the Spire to transmit a resurrection signal calling millions of buried war machines from their graves. When the time comes, Aloy must stand against the shadow, but she will not fight alone. That's where we are.
I can barely imagine wrangling one of those things, and I've tried before.
Hey Gray, drink this glass of water, puts a nickel in his cup, his glass cup. Mickey, nickel. No Mickey in the mods. I'm sure it's frowned upon for some reason somewhere. Yeah, okay, I guess we kind of wrapped everything up, huh? Points. But I need one more to do anything meaningful.
Something about spies saved Prince Itaman from the Shadow Carja. Now they have no claim on the throne.
Check out these wares.
I was like, why does it say I have 0 arrow? Or 0 knock. You're gonna say, what's a nickel in a cup do? Well, I was wondering the same thing.
She stood between.
Hey, thanks, I was pretty thirsty. I mean, it would solve your thirst in more ways than one, I suppose. You get the drink and then be asleep and not care that you're thirsty. Yeah, I am pretty close to being done. I thought I was, but I don't remember for sure. I actually thought I had a couple more straggler things hanging out there, but I guess not. Not that I'm complaining.
There's a guard under the last king. Far cry from those days.
Avad, we gotta talk. Not about us.
Aloy, what brings you to Meridian?
A threat. Helis commands a legion of fanatics called the Eclipse. They will attack soon from the west, with an army of ancient war machines. But that's not the worst of it. They'll bring a mind with them, god-demon machine, whatever you want to call it. It's called Hades. And it
And he's
doesn't
a
want
dick.
Meridian at all. It wants the Spire. And if it gets there, it will send out a call, waking more ancient machines, more than we could ever defeat. All will be lost. We can't let that happen.
I'm trying to understand, but my responsibility lies with Meridian.
Meridian isn't the target, Avad. You have to defend the Spire.
Perhaps the Vanguard, Your Radiance.
Yes. Send them to the Spire. Aaron knows Aloy. He won't question it.
And have the city guard fortify the western ridge. There they can be seen to protect Meridian and the Elite, where the Spire rests.
Aloy, allow me to apologize for my behavior before. After everything that happened with Ursa, I was confused. If we're to fight together on the brink of life and death, I'd prefer to do so with your forgiveness.
Then you have it. As long as you don't confuse me with her again.
Even a king can learn his lesson. Good then. I'm glad that's behind us. Now, it will take time to prepare our defenses. Please, tell me what you know of our enemies. Everything.
I don't know about everything, but I'll tell you what I can.
I love how Aloy doesn't mince words at all. This shit's happening, this shit's happening, this shit's happening, I need you to do this. I know you're the king and all, but fuck, it's the world now. Any questions? The world's gonna end. Well, great. Your thirst may be conquered in this scenario as well. I didn't say it was like the only thing that would happen. Yeah, it might be kind of a side effect of the fact that you drank something. Then I did make mention of the fact you'd be passed out and not caring, which is not necessarily
Quietly
saying
does
it's
it.
solved.
Panic in the city will only create another enemy. And do keep me appraised of each new arrival.
Prince Itaman is no traitor. He's joined his brother in the power.
Ah, Aloy. Preparations are underway on the ridge defenses and at the Spire.
But just preparation.
Word was sent to every corner of the Sundom. Our allies offered their steel. Some came for Meridian, others for shards. But many came for you, by name.
For me.
Don't be so humble.
I mean, I would be surprised.
The ridge will be the front line. That's where the city guard are holding?
Yes, bolstered by some of the irregulars I spoke of before. The Oseram cannons that thundered Meridian's walls in the Liberation will now defend us. You're welcome to tour the defenses.
Good idea.
And the Spire. Erend and the Vanguard are there?
Indeed. Clashing breastplates together and testing out their battle cries, I suppose. A number of the Nora have also arrived at the Spire. They have resisted the offer of a royal audience. Perhaps you could parley with them.
I will.
We got some backup! Huzzah! Because we're gonna need it.
I suppose all we can do is wait for the attack.
Exactly. It's not a feeling I cherish, but our spotters at Evening Sign report there's still no movement in the west. So, if there's more you need to do elsewhere, seize this time to do it. Otherwise, I've made the apartment of Olin Delverson available to you. You can sleep there, if sleep comes.
I think I will visit the defense sites. Another one of her journals was opened. Last time I visited Prime was November of last year. Months since have been a blur. Flew out last night to oversee installation of the central armature and the master override. You're welcome, Ted. Which was completed by 0430. So I decided to grab a few hours of sleep here before heading back to ZD. Called Gaia before I bedded down, ostensibly to update her on the site plan. But the truth is, I missed her. I've developed a habit of speaking to her before I sleep. Seems to be the only thing that calms me these days. Woke to a message from Oswald. The Odyssey launched yesterday, so terrestrial life's chance of survival has doubled. Why then do I feel so uneasy? I just keep wondering what kind of world Far Zenith will create if the ship reaches its destination so many decades from now. And I worry about that alpha build of Apollo. So much knowledge, so few restraints, and no fail-safes. How will they avoid repeating our mistakes? What's to stop them from playing God? Nothing. Themselves. Forwarded the Odyssey message to the Alphas. Naoto replied in less than a minute with a poem, of course. The Building of the Ship by Longfellow, and it's long... Alright. I didn't read all of it, but it seems to be about launching a ship rather than building one. This stanza, or couplet, or whatever, leapt out at me. Humanity, with all its fears, with all its hopes of future gears, is hanging breathless on thy fate. Yeah, Odyssey and Zero Dawn both. Speaking of which, I should get back to ZD. I guess I should stop by Naoto's lab and check on Demeter's progress too. If I can get out of there without a volume of Tennyson pressed into my hands, I'll count myself lucky. Till next time. I think I'm just on normal ancient. If I remember correctly. And as we know, the Odyssey blew up and failed. So Zero Dawn truly was the last hope for humanity. Which, as we can see, sort of succeeded.
Let's have a chat.
Trying to kill us,
No, a colorful discussion.
But doing this the hard way for no reason. I don't think it's on super hard. Why? Yeah, it's on normal. There is no super hard. I probably could play it on a higher difficulty, but just kind of wanted to enjoy the game. Petra, you came.
Petra! Here she is, the guest of honor. I knew there was something about you. Hammered from the stuff they make leaders out of. And I don't say that to every Nora girl who blows through my town.
That happens to you a lot?
Had to build a wall to fend them off.
Good thing I'm persistent then.
I've missed our little talks. Murat asked me to look over the city arsenal. These guns have aged well. That runs in the Ostrom, no? They were the pride of the Mainspring Forges, so I've taken greater pride in improving them.
Can I try one?
Everybody wants a turn. Have at it then. The target should put up a little less of a fight than those bandit raiders did.
Of course I want to try. L2 and R2 to load ammo from nearby pile.
This'll do.
It hits nice and wide. No need to aim it like a bow.
It's not taking out the target. Yeah, I guess I can't be nice and put it back on the table, and I guess I don't get to talk to Petra anymore.
Have you just polished that armor, Uvid?
Of course.
Isn't that a little...
What?
nothing?
Out with it, woman.
Forget I said anything. You look very dignified.
Thank you.
And shiny. Very shiny.
It's Nakoa.
Nakoa, you came to fight.
How could I not? During the Red Raids, there was only one Karja Butcher the Nora feared more than Zaid.
Helis.
I would stand against any army he leads, no matter how strong. For the Nora he terrorized, for myself, and for my father.
We'll stop him. You have my word.
Your word means a lot, especially now. Because of you, I hear the sacred land is opened. If we win, I can go home.
Score.
It'll be good to see Jan again. I'm with you, Aloy. Until the end.
Geneva, they called you back to duty.
So, you're the one behind all this commotion? Who made Sun King Avad finally show his sword arm from behind those robes?
A king can be fierce and fair, Geneva. He's a good man.
A smart man, too. He had Murad offer all my prisoners a royal pardon if they'd fight for Meridian. The whole motley lot of them agreed. Didn't take much convincing.
With your kind of convincing, I don't doubt it.
Ha! This time I went easy on them. Those who commit the crime of attacking Meridian, they'll see less of my lenient side. May the sun blaze at your back, Aloy.
Isn't that him? From the Battle of the Dawn?
Can't be. Cinnabar Sands was before that, and there were no survivors.
Well, I don't like to boast.
Oh, sun, keep the shadow from falling upon me.
Ah, it's Nil! That's who they're afraid of.
Nil?
Aloy. They told me your name. I said hair like a splash of blood, tenacious as a scrapper's jaws. I've thought about what you said. Every time, the wound you gave me caught on my ribs.
But I didn't wound you.
Not by metal. Still, I forgive. A duel is such a fleeting joy. If one of us had ended the other, we'd have missed all this. The wait before blood is shed. Like the scrape of a blade across your teeth.
Nil, you're making it difficult to be glad to see you. But you're needed. The battle will be hard.
Hard? I was assured the odds would be near impossible.
And you signed up anyway?
Impossible odds, fine company, killing without consequence. How could I resist?
I love Nil. They did such a good job with his character, making him just the right amount of twisted.
How many men do you think you'll kill in the battle, Uvid?
As many as I have to.
I love it when you say things like that. It's so...
What?
cheerful. Little Huntress, you called, so here I am.
Ready to fight?
Fight? I thought you just wanted tea and conversation. Is there a battle coming? I wasn't informed.
Well, that can't be true. You're always informed.
Ah, so I am. We've only met a few times, and yet you know me so well.
I don't think I know you at all. But I'd like to.
When I hear that line, it usually means something else. Can I tell you a secret?
Of course.
I've been waiting for this fight my whole life. The enemy we face today is the same that turned Meridian into a slave pit and Sunfall into a bloodbath. Fanatics who torture and murder mothers, fathers, families, children, and say it's the will of the sun. I hate them, Aloy. I've got the scars of their whips on my back to prove it. And today, we can get rid of them once and for all. I said I came for you, but that was only half the truth. I came for them. This time, they're not getting away.
I'm with you, Vanasha. We'll fight them together.
And I won't forget it, little Huntress. Tomorrow, may the sun rise in a better world.
Everybody's got their reasons.
Aloy?
At ease, Uthid. Meridian will be glad to have you on its side. And I am too.
The honor is mine. You saved my epitaph from being a fine soldier but a fool of a man.
I'm hoping you won't need any kind of epitaph just yet.
As the sun wills. When you found me, I was trying to eke out a glorious death. But now, a glorious life seems more preferable. To watch Edelman play in the low gardens again. Still surrounded by a dozen guards, but... what you did, Aloy, it was done well. Although, I can't shake this road, Vinasha. She delights in goading me. Like brazen colors waved before a behemoth.
Do you want me to ask her to stop?
No. I accept it. Well then. Meridian shall stand and shadow shall fall. I swear it.
Here's to that, Uthid.
Let your guard down.
Basically, everybody that we've helped or befriended along the way. I like it when games
Aloy.
do that.
I told you I'd be here.
You did, Teb. But have your wounds even had time to heal?
Honestly, if I fought, I'd probably come undone. But don't worry, I'll leave that to the other Nora at the Spire. I brought supplies instead. These Karja have made me an honorary quartermaster, whatever that means.
It sounds impressive.
I could get used to it. We'll be setting up caches of arms and medicine under these banners. Look for them when the fighting starts. Aloy, when you went into the mountain, did the goddess tell you our chances?
She didn't need to. I know we can do this, Teb.
Maybe we can.
There are no shadows under the moon.
But technically, to answer your question, yes.
This place really couldn't be more different from the Sacred Land, could it?
It was Derval. He tried to kill the Sun King. Unbelievable.
Elita, I'm pleased to see you, but what are you doing here?
I'm helping prepare for the battle. If a Thrall were here, we would have fought together. I know it. So I'm doing everything I can. Digging battlements, collecting herbs. Anything that makes a difference. I can't take his place. Nothing can take his place.
Good, I'm glad to see
But I'm
she's
here
still
for
alive.
him, for both of us.
I understand what it was he saw in you.
He'll always be with me. Sun and shadow still meet for a moment, every dawn and dusk. I should give you this, to help in the battle. By the sun, I hope you don't need it.
Thank you, Elita. Be safe.
How did you get so close to the Sun King?
But yeah, Ancient, it had been a little while since I'd
That's a
played it.
nice spear,
So
Uthid.
it was both of them.
Thank you.
My duty is to
I
go.
like the way you grip it.
Don't get involved in politics.
Enough, woman.
Pretty sure she's hitting on him.
Might regret this.
Just making sure I remember the controls. Okay. I was 98% sure I was going the right way, but then I should check.
You're the hunter from the Banuk Grove.
I remember you also, Nora. The machines shook free of their slumber after you arrived. Raged and fought.
Well, that wasn't my fault.
No, I'm thanking you. That night, I decided I would not go back to Banur. I would take my hunt into these lands. So many machines, even demons. Spidery, skittering, without the blue light in them. Dead things that must be killed again.
Our enemies dug up an army of them.
An army?
Indeed, yes.
Yes, that's why I came. Good. I'll wait.
Guess whatever makes him excited. Fucking rocks. How's work going for you today, Gray? Forgot how rattly this armor was. I just hear it clanking around. It's not a big deal.
It rises taller than the highest tree.
These Carja in their frilled armor look like turkeys.
But there are so many. And now we are so few.
They are not our foe. Not this time.
Thankfully.
Quiet now. She comes.
The Anointed.
No, just Aloy. It's going alright. A couple bits of BS that just make you shake your head and wonder, but nothing that ruins your day. Okay, well that's not so bad then.
War Chief Sona. War Chief, you seem uncomfortable.
The Nora do not belong here. I do not belong here. I will fight the metal devil that threatens us all, but my place is in the sacred land. The wrongness here jags at me like an arrowhead.
I'm sorry to put you through this.
Do not be sorry. This will be ended. My spear, my word.
I do like the voice actor for her. Does a really good job for that part.
Greetings, Aloy. Don't. You don't need to bow. The Anointed doesn't like it.
She doesn't much like being called Anointed either. It means a lot to have you here, Varl.
I gave my word.
So, Meridian, what do you think?
I've seen many new things since I first met you. I should thank you.
Varl, what's wrong?
You really want to know? All right. I'm in a foreign land, a tainted land, defending a faithless city that looks like nothing I've seen. From something I can't imagine. And you, after all that's happened, all you've done, I feel like I should drop to my knees and worship you, but I know you don't want that.
No.
Boy, things are pretty tough for you, huh? Thanks for telling the other Nora not to bow. It's the last thing I need.
Don't be too hard on them. They only joined this fight because the Anointed bid it so.
Is that why you came?
No. I would have come just to see you one more time. And we must fight a metal devil, because the goddess says. Or because you say.
I think the goddess and I are in agreement. We're both glad you're here.
So am I.
Poor Varl, he's been trying to hit on Aloy the whole game and she doesn't understand.
So who are these guys?
They call themselves
dicks.
the Eclipse.
What does that even mean?
It's when the moon gets in front of the sun, idiot.
Is that supposed to sound scary or something?
I don't know. They used to be Carja. Carja are always yammering about sun and shade.
Well, if they used to be Carja, how tough can they be?
Yeah, they're best guys dressed like birds. We'll rip their little feathers off.
Let's not get cocky, boys.
Yeah.
Aloy.
They're like the enthusiasts.
So here we are again, gearing up for a fight. Only this time it sounds like the bad guys have a lot more firepower. What are we up against, really?
Hell.
Not sure. But there's gonna be a lot of them, and they'll have machines. And if they get past us, it's not just Meridian that will fall. The rest of the world will go with it.
That's big.
It sounds like our kind of fight. Right, guys? Where do they put the Vanguard?
At the front of the line!
And why?
Steel before iron!
And what are we gonna do?
Hit him like a hammer till he can't hit back!
Damn right! You hear that? Nobody's getting past the Vanguard. We're here for Meridian.
And we're here for you.
Thank you, Aaron. Ursa would be proud.
Only if we win.
Probably either way. Alright. Let's rest before the battle. Yeah, I'm not close enough to grab that point in a kind of meaningful way. Not in short order, I should say. So I don't know about up there by you, Gray, but we didn't get out of the 60s today, I don't think. Weird. Oh, we got another journal entry. It's Halloween of 2065. Travis came by trick-or-treating dressed up like me. Should have seen that coming. I gave him a half-eaten packet of dandy wafers as a treat and kicked him out, but not before he invited me to some kind of Italian horror extravaganza he organized for ZD staff. Seriously, as though there isn't enough horror in the world already. Yeah, that's Travis's way. Anyway, I was already scheduled to fly out here to G Prime for final inspections with Harry's and the President's delegation. Ted was here too, and he was not looking good. Kept fidgeting and couldn't seem to look me in the face without blinking. I was relieved when he boarded his vert and flew back to Thebes, gag. Though I guess I shouldn't complain. If he wants to build himself a deluxe shelter to ride out the apocalypse, let him. Keeps him out of Elysium and away from me. Harry's stuck around long enough to give me a detailed briefing on the strategic situation. Basically, we've entered the terminal phase. As though the color of the sky when I was flying over here wasn't clue enough. Another 2 or 3 weeks, and the atmosphere won't be breathable. The last vestiges of European and West African brigades are trapped with the barracks against the Atlantic. The swarm that scuttled across Antarctica is crossing the Straits of Magellan, about to start its death crawl up South America toward the Amazon. All the work we did to reconstitute the rainforest, when it comes to this. And advanced elements of Pacific swarms are likely skirmishing with units on the... or are already skirmishing with units on the Kalmar Seawell. Okay, not that you saw 68 was the highest you saw, about damn time. I mean, it is the time of year for it, it's just it seemed like it came unexpectedly. The noose is tightening. Projections show we can still finish in time, but the margin of error is plus or minus 10 days, not a good spread. If the Blake spreads through ahead of schedule, well, it just can't. I will not let that happen. Enough writing. I need to get back to Zero Dawn. And it looks to be the final one. Oh no. 1:15:66. Such a thing, it's been, what, 43 hours since Harris warned me? Said collapse of the eastern line was imminent, swarms launching some kind of pincer maneuver versus the Wichita salient. 5 or 6 days more, and I think I could have launched without my air help, I really do. We had to scramble. CD became a madhouse, absolute bedlam, every team rushing to stabilize code and lock it down as Gammas got evacuated, then Betas. Once Gaia was on her way, I gathered the outfits together to give them the bad news. Felt like I was going to throw up. But they already knew, of course. They knew the work wasn't really finished. Close, but not quite there. Still tests to run, kinks to smooth, work to do. So they accepted it. No Elysium for us. We'll spend the rest of our lives here, testing and polishing each subordinate function to perfection. Guess that's what you get when you recruit a bunch of obsessive perfectionists. Managed not to cry until I got back to my office. So here we are, setting up Gaia Prime, and yeah, such a close thing. Makes me feel nauseated all over again when I contemplate how the fate of life could hinge on coincidence. If I'd never proposed the Lightkeeper Protocol, there never would have been living spaces constructed here. If I'd abandoned the protocol sooner, the necessary life support systems would have been installed. If. At least we don't have to endure the creepiness of raising and training clones of yourselves. Genetic material was never processed out of the cradle site, so it's not even possible, for which I'm glad. I really wouldn't want to spend time around a young Travis Tate raised by Travis Tate. No, it'll be up to us to perfect Gaia one generation only. That'll be crazy. That would be crazy, raising a clone of yourself from birth. Update. That was General Harry's. The salient has collapsed. USRC expects to be overrun in 2 days, which gives us 72 hours at best to lock down and seal up. Buried alive for life's sake. I'll go tell the others. Appropriately timed that they drop those on you, because,
The enemy is here.
we're at do or die ourselves now.
What's happening?
Take a look at these wares.
So the fate of the,
Fine goods
The battle
of Elizabeth's creation is hanging in the balance. By the same enemy, no less.
Boland's apartment feels empty. Should I sleep? Did I leave anything unfinished?
Nope, I checked.
Not stopping.
We are prepared. I don't know that many people would be able to sleep in this circumstance.
Elizabeth, with a weight like this pressing on you.
Probably didn't.
How did you, Rost? After you lost your family? Silence? Are you there? Guess I shouldn't ask ghosts for advice.
Ma'am, there are signs from the west. Sun King Avad awaits you at the Temple of the Sun.
And it's on. Like Donkey Kong, you might say. Oh, damn. It's the most grave he's looked.
Campfires, perhaps? Massing forces for the long march to the city gates?
But it's not with smoke.
Then what is it?
The end. Or how it begins, anyway.
Boom. This game still looks really good for the most part.
The Deathbringers you spoke of?
To the guns! To the guns!
For the trees! But yes.
Now!
By the sun, do what she says!
Yeah, seriously, get your thumbs out of your asses.
Loaded! All of you,
What
be
about
ready to
getting the
fire.
guns doesn't
Will the
seem
guns
like a
hold
good
them back?
idea. No. I mean, maybe. I saw your question, Gray. I'll address it when we're in a calmer part. Chief Dickhead. Helis.
Helis!
No! Rally the Vanguard. Send reinforcements.
Aloy, no!
We need those guns!
Avad, yes.
He will cut you down!
No, he won't.
Not this time!
Last time he caught me by surprise and threw a bomb at me.
You
didn't actually defeat me in combat.
Should have fought me in a sunlight then.
Got him over here!
Why do you fight?
Because I don't like you. Oops. Okay, well. It's been like a month since I played the game, because moving stuff, so getting used to the controls. Everything I've played in the last couple weeks has been mouse and keyboard.
Should have fought me in a sun ring then.
The end is inevitable.
For one of us, yes, the end is definitely inevitable. Come chase me down here with shit I can shoot and blow up. Damn it, my shield's depleted.
Only endless night awaits you.
For the shadow!
Meridian must run red to be cleansed.
Helis talks a lot.
Why do you fight?
So that should kill that. How did I not kill the one? He has no health left.
Deathbringers keep firing, this bridge will go. He's quick.
Forgot my spear is actually Silence Lance now and it's electrified. Which is handy.
Can't let him in close. Keep him away. Bridge can't take much more of this.
I'm working on it. Fire. Good. Now I don't have that asshole shooting at me anymore. Haha, he is.
It's giving way!
What are you before the terror of the sun?
The one who will take you down!
I am chosen. You came from nothing.
You were chosen by a machine that... Oh, so was I actually, so... I can't say that. You weren't chosen, you're just a pawn.
You will die a nothing.
You were chosen by silence, because he could manipulate you. You've been chosen by Hades.
A savage cannot understand destiny.
Blocked again. He's too dangerous and close.
Ooh.
Your fate was
Ah! Dick.
I chose it. This was not meant to be.
None of this was meant to be, Helis. You made it happen. Followed your orders, butchered so many, and for what? To die on your knees, used like a pawn by a power you don't even understand?
You pity me?
Turn your face to the sun.
That was a pretty good dialogue option. See if I don't want the Deathbringer gun. I don't need to collect any of that. Maybe Fallout 76, yeah, definitely that's not on the docket. It's a good question, Gray. I don't know, because, I mean, there is Frozen Wilds after, I mean, the base game's obviously going tonight, but there's Frozen Wilds after that I was planning on doing. And I'm toying with an idea that I don't know if I'm going to do yet or not for the next solo stream game. We'll see. Maybe I'll talk to you about it off stream at some point. See, get your thoughts on it. Actually, I can just get everyone's thoughts on it. So I was toying with the idea of switching Valhalla, I don't have any more recorded right now, to a stream game and just not doing recorded episodes for right now since I'm having trouble finding the time to stream and record and everything else, and then keep recorded content to the, you know, recordings of streams, you know, cuts of that and whatnot where applicable and such, at least for the short term, till I get some more time back. That was my thought. So I think it'd be a fun stream game also. You can knock out big chunks of it in one stream too. So that's my thought. Yeah. Tell me your thoughts and opinions on the matter. Obviously, you're the ones watching, so, or not watching if you don't like the idea. So.
Where do you need me?
Take up a cannon on the platform.
Incoming. Gotta drop it and move.
Didn't have to drop it. What's on the left? That one got it. Tree got in the way.
Got it.
South! They're coming from the south!
course it's firing on my platform. I'm shooting at it. It's all good. I have some seriously awesome armor. I can take a few hits. Really? Ah, that was actually pretty
Don't want
good.
to be here when that hits.
Oh, shit. That was a good hit.
A wall in the attack! Lower your arm, but be wary.
Chance to catch a breath and prepare.
Stock back up.
Raise arms again!
I knew it wasn't over. Don't know if those will go long enough to hit it. Yes.
It's taking a shot at me.
Not the handiest weapon against a flying enemy, but it'll do the trick. Then again, when they're being dumb and hovering, it does make it easy.
Gotta get to another platform.
Wyatt told me to get to another platform, but I did it. I will listen to the game this time.
That'll help.
Resilient bastard.
It's taking a shot at me.
Yeah, it has been. Oh, that totally should have been it. That's a storm. For fuck's sake. That was a Glenhawk. Pick this thing up. Do lots of damage to it while it's on the ground and not shooting. it's corrupted, I won't be able to override it. But it's dead.
Gotta get to another platform.
No, I don't. What are you actually laughing at, Gray? That one's down. Alright. I guess that's all of them.
Incoming!
Ouch. Oh, yeah. That is not going to happen in all likelihood. Actually, there doesn't really have to be any likelihood about it. It's just not gonna happen.
Aloy! Aloy! Aloy!
Dad?
By all mother, you survived. I thought you were killed.
The others, are they...
No. Wounded, but alive, mostly. The machines blasted through, then kept going. They marched on the spire, dragging that thing with them.
Take care of the others, Teb. I've gotta go.
That thing would be Hades. And hopefully I can find some healing. Lord. Really just destroying everything in its way.
Do it! This is where I belong, Aloy. But the spire calls to you.
I've been assaulted. Aloy, go! We'll draw them. Now you face their true sun, shadow demons.
Thanks, guys. Enough. That's not where I'm supposed to be.
Helpful.
Definitely looks like hell. Everything's burned her on fire.
It's begun. Hades is transmitting.
I thought I was farther along than I was, and I thought I was trying to jump into there, and I realized what I was doing. Oh, shit! Well, they woke up all the Deathbringers. And now they're refueling themselves with biomass.
If Hades has started the signal, it must have gotten through the defenses. Lenora, Aaron's vanguard. I have to get up there.
Yeah, they're probably not in a good way. And again, I was almost dead too, so you know.
Gotta keep going. Keep pushing. I knew this wouldn't be easy. So no holding back.
It's definitely not the hardest trek we've made by any stretch in the game. I just forgot I was having to make treacherous trek.
They're alive.
Aloy! It's Aloy!
Well, you can see that. We thought you'd fallen at the ridge.
I did
No,
fall,
the ridge
just
fell on
not
me.
dead.
Look, there isn't a lot of time left. I have to face Hades.
Not alone.
It's my fight. I can't ask you to come with me.
We were about to go over the top anyway, right?
Right.
Hawk and Thrush, let's go.
Oh,
I should stock up.
I hadn't noticed Talana yet.
Last chance.
Yes, I may as well. May as well get all of the buffs going. Alright, let's do this, shall we? Because I got bored of it a couple years ago and just never felt like going back to it. I know there's plenty of new content now.
Entity has been anticipated. Entity will not halt transmission.
Oh yes, I will, you fucktard.
To contrary, calculations are precise. Presence of entity has been accounted for.
I don't doubt that you accounted for it. It's just whether or not you accounted adequately. I mean, you didn't do poorly. You brought a Deathbringer. And it looks to be a bit more stout than the normal ones. Not sure what that little laser surveilling was. Probably targeting of some sort. Turn around and let me shoot at it from behind.
Another flood of machines! Are you ready? All of you, focus on the new machines!
Seriously.
Time enough to beat the machines back.
Prioritize entity.
Anointed, the entity, nobody can just fucking call me Aloy, can they? Outcast, Savage, Nora.
Last one down, for now.
Put down the last corruption.
Except for this one's corrupted. Time left. Haven't even used up half of it yet. Fire. Yeah, haven't I blown those things off yet? Time. Stop saying it like we don't. Yes, overheat. More machines. Again, focus on them. I got this bastard. But yes, we do still have time. Not we do have time, but we have time.
That's it. My way's clear.
Finish it, Aloy! Finish it now!
I'm on my way, damn it!
System threat imminent.
I'm more than a threat.
System threat, fuck you, Hades. Interesting.
Master Override armed. To activate, state name and rank.
Elizabeth Sobek. Alpha Prime.
Master Override activated. Purging extinction protocol.
Yeah, guys, we're gonna destroy all these down on the ground anyway, just in case. At least that would be one of my first priorities. So pretty. I always love that part in the game, like the king who's usually, you know, unless it's around Aloy, is pretty on his guard, just excitedly hugs one of his men. It was a very real moment that they added into a video game that I thought was really well done.
Okay, Gaia. Sorry about that. Where was I?
You were telling a story.
Right. Yeah, so, like I was saying, it was a children's electronics kit, but I hacked the wiring to an auto battery and solar PV. So the grass caught fire. And, so did a tall pine that had stood there, I don't know, maybe 100 years.
Query. You were how old?
6. My mother was home, thank God, so she called the fire department, and after, she took me out to the lawn and showed me the dead baby birds, because there were nests in the pine tree.
Query. What did you feel?
I'm not sure. I remember yelling that I didn't care, and that's when my mother took my face in her hands and spoke.
Query. What did she say?
She said I had to care. She said, Elizabeth, being smart will count for nothing if you don't make the world better. You have to use your smarts to count for something. To serve life, not death.
You often tell stories of your mother, but you are childless.
I never had time. Guess it was for the best.
If you had had a child, Elizabeth, what would you have wished for him or her?
I guess I would have wanted her to be curious. And willful, unstoppable, even. But with enough compassion to heal the world. Just a little bit.
I guess she sort of got her wish through a clone.
Anyway, that's all I've got for now, Gaia. Time to tuck in.
I wish you a pleasant sleep, Elizabeth.
Thank you. I'll catch you tomorrow.
And now we know where the first metal flower came from. It was Gaia's memento to Elizabeth, or her flowers on her grave. Then she wrote poems like that. Let me catch up on chat now. Anyway, yeah, I answered why not Fallout 76. Had a problem with Egyptian nukes hitting players' camps. Imagine that. Can't imagine how that's happening. You've been a good person in Fallout. More machines, more chaos. You love it? Okay, to the men's school with a slingshot. Just kidding, I know it's a valid tact. Just want an excuse, yeah. It's alright. I was leaving the spelling error alone, but you called yourself out on it. It was a valid joke. You know, it was well played. Actually, I'm not sure if your button played through. I might still need to fix that. Thought I had. Anyway, boom goes mad. Oh wait, it's not Fallout. Yeah, exactly. Not Fallout. Sorry, I didn't want to talk over the end scene, but yeah, I like that they actually had Aloy finding the body, and that it was there, which makes sense because Gaia would have protected it, then had it preserved one way or another until, you know, 20-ish years ago when she was destroyed and the armor would have preserved, you know, kept intact, so it does make sense. But yeah, I always thought it was kind of a cool full circle ending, and then of course we do have Frozen Wilds yet. And then next year, Forbidden West. So Gray, did you actually hear my answer about my supposed idea for my next solo stream game? And or what did you think about said idea, I suppose? I see. Okay. Well, I was saying, I was potentially thinking about switching over Valhalla from recorded to a stream game because I don't have any recorded right now, and it's been harder to find time to record than it has been to stream because recording takes longer because I have to record it and then edit it and all, you know, everything else. So since I posted the last Valhalla I had a little bit ago, last week sometime I think, I was thinking about doing that for my next stream game, just converting that to stream, and not doing recorded episodes here for a little bit, just a short term, until kind of get the house squared away, get Buffy's room, you know, floor done and squared away, and finish my room, and you know, I have more time because the recorded episodes do consume a lot more time than stream. I mean, the streams, it's like, okay, I stream for 6 hours on, you know, sometimes. Typically on the weeknights, I'm not going to do that, but even when I do, it's like, okay, but that's 6 hours, but you figure the hour and a half recorded episode, it's usually at least 2 hours of recording, and then another couple of hours of editing, etc., 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 so it's far more time consuming in the end than streaming is. Well, that's true. You're not caught up on it, are you? I'm just letting the credits play because I think it's a cool scene and something good, decent music and animation in the background while I'm talking. I really do need to get the camera set up. Just haven't done it. Ancient, Buffy, I mean, anybody watching, feel free to chime in as well. I welcome anyone's opinion on the topic. It's fine, I wasn't giving you a hard time about not being caught up, that was literally just me remembering that fact. What's up, E? How goes it, buddy? Hope you're doing well. You made it for, well, base game over, yeah. They're still, I was about to say Forbidden West. There is still Forbidden West, but that's not out yet. There's still Frozen Wilds. I was just letting this play through as something in the background while I was chatting with everybody. Gray, why did you list everyone? Alright, so Ancient's vote is whatever I want to do. Oh, nice! Ooh, you got stuck. Well, I can't remember, because you get off at 10:30 your time. Well, no. Now I can't remember what time you're supposed to get off. I feel like you're 35 minutes over. Great, because you chimed in right after you said they could chime in with their opinion, just 22. Oh, I see what you're saying. Buffy, you can see the point of doing ACV as a stream game to finish it up. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm nowhere near the end of the game, actually. You had crabby folks tonight. I know how that goes. Ah, I just noticed somebody's name in the credits was Dijkstra, like from Witcher 3. That's funny. Yes, that's enough of the credits. Guess he's not completely dead.
Hello, old friend. Remember me? We've still so much to discuss.
Fucking silence.
So much you never revealed. Your masters, for example. The ones who sent the signal that woke you. Knowledge has its rewards, don't you think? Well, let's begin.
Oh god, don't put it actually into a Titan, Silence, you bastard. Ay. But yeah, we never did find out who actually woke him in the first place. Should have nuked his ass. Buffy, to answer your question, I don't know what I'm thinking of streaming once I get that done. Didn't have a specific plan yet. Congratulations on defeating hate. Yeah, just sets the state of the world to the state it was before the battle, etc, etc, etc. You can replay it again if you want. I mean, there's still New World in the mix too, because that's, I mean, both a group and solo stream. You know, I'm kind of going both ways on that. But yeah, before we get on to Frozen Wilds, I need a quick BRB. So I'm going to leave you with a tune, and I will be back in just a few minutes, and then we'll get on with some of the Frozen Wilds. Alright, I'm back. Gray, you played some Back for Blood. How'd you like it? I do agree, Ancient, while not an available mechanic in the game, should have nuked his ass. Nice, I can get 2 things. Score. They definitely like to throw a lot of shit at you. I can believe that. Escape, yeah, agreed. Played as well. They definitely expect you to die a lot. Now you want to start on easy and build up your cards and guns. Thank you for the welcome back, Gray. You're not sure you had some fun and like some of it, but their console controls feel off. You're never good at aiming. Fair enough. You're playing around with the sensitives and got it a little better, sensitivities rather, but it never felt good. Anyway, back to the next stream game topic. You know, my thought on Valhalla isn't, you know, in the bag, done deal, foregone conclusion or anything by any stretch. Like I said, I was hoping to get feedback and see what everyone thought. At least they light the path. Maybe be surprised.
Probably going to need it.
Probably.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future, or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Indeed I will. God damn it. Armor failed me there. Like your downside, aim speed, and other things. Right, yeah, it might be a setting you missed. It might be tied to a card. The jury's still out. You might need to mess with the dead zone, come to think of it. That's why you got a Vector and rock that for most of it. Spray and pray. As for streaming game, you're fine with Valhalla. You more have to ask yourself if your OCD can handle the majority of the playlist being recorded and part of it being streamed. Oh, trust me, that occurred to me.
What are you doing, Aloy? This path leads to the cut. The Banuk have nothing to offer besides useless mysticism. The Eclipse won't stand idle while you waste time playing in the snow. Return to your task.
Surprised you're still checking up on me. I thought you had moved on.
Well, forgive me for still being concerned with the fate of the world.
I was thinking, Banuk shamans thread blue cables through their skin, right? Kind of like someone else we know, huh? So maybe the real reason you want me to stay clear of the Banuk is to stay clear of your past.
It's not the past that concerns me, Aloy. It's the future. Or possible lack thereof. Which is why you should stop prattling and get back to what matters. But as usual, you'll do as you wish.
Touchy.
Definitely doesn't like the idea.
This one's a new predator. I can see the heat coming off it.
Hindsight, I probably should have used a couple of Killer Blaster arrows on him, just knock some of his goodies off. Take that down. So it sounds like the aiming in Back for Blood isn't so great. At least not just from the beginning. Well, yeah, for controller, that's true. It's inherently better on PC, I'm sure, just because it's mouse and keyboard for the aiming aspect. Still is broken. Or not. Looks like it.
Stocking up.
No, I'll go with it. Helps deactivate the right quest, I suppose. You know, these little things. You played with mouse and keyboard and didn't have any issues? Okay. Fair enough. There's a part where Mongoose shows up and tells me to... Well, luckily for you, I believe he's sick and probably won't be showing up.
Outlander on the mountain!
Interesting sounds.
Okay, that's a welcome, I guess.
It's really pretty. But I'm not sure you'd actually see any of that. In this, where this would be taking place. But maybe, could be wrong. It's a nice intro to the game though, or to the expansion.
You sure you'll be warm enough up here, Nora? I've worked up a sweat from the climb.
Which would make it even colder in the end, but yeah.
You made it to the cut, Outlander.
Not that you'll stay long.
You never know, I might just like it here and
Smoke
make it my
rising from the
home.
mountain. And village too. What's it for?
Yeah, I doubt it. There's a lot of smoke rising. And there's shit in the smoke. Like lightning. Red lightning. Like.
How are we to trust the chieftain after so many died under his command? Our shaman has abandoned us. Our chieftain has led our best to their deaths. Where should we find hope now?
Me. Oh, I'm kidding. I don't even know you people.
I do not think that our hunter's blood is on Aratak's hands. He led them to a great challenge. That is all. Who knows better how to lead than Aratak?
Lots of questioning their leader's leadership. Sounds redundant. Repetitive.
Must be something big going on. Most of the village is moving towards that smoke.
If Aratak means to go back to the mountain, then I will stand with him.
Gray, getting a shooter to feel good on a controller is an art form. A lot of companies get it wrong. This is very true. Destiny nailed it. Best feeling game to play, bar none. But that's no surprise, the studio that made Halo knows how to make a shooter and feel good with a controller. I mean, that is true, I'll give you that on all those counts, actually. Well, I really enjoyed Destiny 2 when I played it a few years ago, I just never got back into it.
Get ready for a rare sight, Nora. Bergrin, purveyor of necessities. Most of the time, the Banuk burn their dead. But not today.
Because the bodies couldn't be recovered.
Aye, a nasty business. All their best warriors lost. So they're getting a different kind of send-off.
Oh, is it cross-platform? I didn't realize that. Interesting. How they call the machines to do that exactly is unknown.
Grasp your grief, my hunters, and kill it! For our kin sees the fate all Banuk long for. Falling with their spears striking steel. Their struggle is over now. You have witnessed their spirits rise up into the blue sky and beyond to the blue light. But our struggle is only beginning. Soon, we will again take up the hunt against the daemon that frenzies the machines against us. And so I ask you, can you summon the courage of our fallen kin? Will you fight and die as well as they did?
My courage! My spear!
Our blood is in your teeth, Aratak!
We are Banuk. Our enemies are prey.
The daemon. That frenzies the machines.
Machines that wiped out their best. And what do they want to do? Go back up there. Fools. A little advice, for free.
Aloy.
Aloy. I've been up here for 2 long winters, and I still can't make sense of the Banuk. Take this ruckus. It started with one of their shamans, Aurea, spouting on about spirits and daemons up on Thunder's drum. So they march their Warwick up there, and half of them get slaughtered by machines. When Aurea vanished, I thought the crazy might have gone with her. But no. Here's Big Aratak, gearing them up to do it all over again.
But yeah, I do obviously still have it on PlayStation, and I've got it for PC because I got it for free or something or other. And if I got back into it, I'd definitely just play through it again because I don't remember enough about it. Escape. You just found your new facial hairstyle, a touch of Harry and the Hendersons. I like it, I like it. Low maintenance. Great. Pixar didn't happen. Well, of course.
You said you've lived out here for 2 winters?
Aye. Back home, some fur traders told me about this steel-forsaken heap of tents. Good location. Ripe for change. We were barely scraping by until this place started filling up for Araya. A great prophet is coming, they said. I heard prophet. Honest mistake. Not that the Banuk are stingy, they just prefer to keep trade among themselves. We could get through to enough of them. We could really put this place on the map. Or at least on a map.
Who's we, though? Oh, well, I guess Aloy wants to know, too.
We?
Me and my daughter. My assistant, Varja. My assistant and my daughter. We seem to get along better as business partners. Her mother wanted me to show her a trade. She started tinkering with weapons. Say, when you need a break from this Banuk carry-on, stop in and see her. You're both, how do I put it?
Women?
No. Independent. Look for her at Long Notch, the easternmost Banuk camp.
I guess like women? No.
Is Aratak a renowned warrior around here?
He's a Warwick chieftain. His voice carries a lot of respect. Not that you hear much of it. Man talks about as much as a dead fish. But when he and Araya came to town with their Warwick, it drew more Banuk to this little burg than I'd ever seen. Know what else I saw, Aloy? My own little trade route, stretching all the way back to the claim. Then, he goes and leads them off to their death at the claws of angry machines. So much for my best customers.
What are these Wericks about, Bergrand? Some sort of tribe within the tribe?
Not like our clans back home. You don't get born into these things. They hold tryouts. Prove your best at something and you might get a place. Some Wericks come and go. Some last as long as metal. The whole Banuk territory, Banur, is just a bunch of the biggest, oldest Wericks.
I'm not sure if I'm less confused or more confused.
Well, here's the sure thing. Each Warwick has a chieftain and a shaman. They make the decisions. All well and good, except the chieftains are hard-headed, and the shamans have their heads in the clouds.
And Araya is the one who spoke about this daemon?
That's right. Told Aratak and the others that it lives up on Thunder's drum, and they believed her.
But you don't.
Look, I don't know what Araya found up there. A shaman's not going to talk to an outlander. The machines in the cut are getting more vicious, that's a fact. It could be because of the daemon, or it could be because they all got indigestion, for all I know. Araya's not around to explain. She took off, and no one knows why.
I must find out.
What is it about the Banuk you can't make sense of?
Well, everything's a test to them. A hardship to endure. A challenge to survive.
Seems like they don't have much of a choice in a place like this.
Yeah. A land cold enough to crack teeth. Filled with wild animals. You'd think they'd accept a little reasonably priced aid. Well, believe me, I've tried to convince them. But a Banuk with nothing left to prove might just lie down and die.
Interesting.
Have you ever heard of a man named Silence? Tall, deadly serious, cables in his skin? Like a shaman?
I've heard that name once or twice, but always whispered. Like some boogeyman the Banuk want to forget. I'm not sure what went down, but I got the impression he messed with the Conclave. Or they messed with him.
Conclave?
All the most important shamans gather in Banur from time to time to keep up with the latest mumbo-jumbo. No idea how they all fit into one tent without those crazy headdresses getting locked up on each other. Araya's been to that shindig, but when I asked her what it's like, she just gave me a dirty look. So if you want to know more, you'll have to find her. And make her like you, I guess. Good luck.
It's free to play now too. You just pay for the expansion. Okay, maybe that's how I got it for free. Sorry about the mic bump.
I want to know more about this Damon.
It's crazy talk, Aloy.
Or there's something to it.
Either way,
something
tell me.
connected to how the machines behave.
Then you need to find Aurea. She was last seen headed for the mountains they call the Ice Rafts. I've heard only the shamans know the trail beyond those frozen peaks. But I do know where you could find her apprentice, Naltuk. He went north of the river, chasing rumors.
Rumors?
Not the good kind. Sudden attacks in the snow. Strange new structures. Some say a new machine, like no one's seen before.
Well, now I'm definitely interested. Thanks for the talk, Bergrand.
Don't mention it.
I wonder if Aratak can tell me more about Aurea and Thunder's Drum.
Whenever I see
Might be worth a shot.
All kinds of
I
interesting.
feel I've come home. We should not pile his father's guilt onto the new Karja King's shoulders.
I know
These are different times. The frost figure rewards.
I do not want to hear this talk from you again. Doubt is heavier than a week's snow.
Forgive me, my chieftain. We will be ready for the next attempt.
But this will not be an attempt. It must be done. Do you understand?
My chieftain.
Good. Outlander, I suppose you wish to speak?
Apparently about quite a lot.
Did your Warwick come from this place?
No, he rallied most of our hunters from across Banur to face the threat of the Demon. But I was born here and stayed to fight the Karja when others retreated into the mountains. A few of my old warriors remained with me, those who survived.
You're set on going back to the mountain?
I have put my word to it.
Even with the risks being so great?
The risk of what? Death? It would be a worse fate to bow our heads to the challenge and say too much.
I mean, I see his point to a degree, but to a degree.
This Damon you talked about.
If you are hardy enough, you can venture out and see the signs yourself. It has changed the machines, made them fiercer, stronger.
But what is it?
A matter for the shamans to debate.
Aurea knows about this Damon. Where would I talk to her?
She does a shaman's work. That is not for the eyes and ears of others. Certainly not an Outlander's.
There are other Weraks in Song's Edge too?
Yes. The village has its own life for all Banuk who need trade or shelter. After the war ended, it sprang up from what was once a campsite, quick as the bloom between frosts. Perhaps it will last, until the Karja seek war again.
Hopefully that doesn't happen.
Well, I guess that's it then.
Good. I prefer deeds to words.
Right.
That's very obvious.
Responsibilities and don't have time to spend all day painting cliffsides like Sakuli.
I don't think so yet.
Good news is that bandits. Whatever new machines crawl from that cauldron will be. Deep dead, silenced by rising waters.
You seem sad, stranger. I heard you mention a flood?
Yes. A sudden deluge, without rain or melt to explain it. I'm Aloy, the drummer of Deep Din. Or at least I was, until it disappeared under the waters.
Deep Din. What's that?
A hollow, carved out by the old ones. A chamber, a basin, and a musical instrument all at once. My life, my calling. I'd explain it by playing for you if I could. But its pipes are deep under the water now.
Oh, that.
So Deep Din is a place and a musical instrument?
Yes. Pipes that carry a perfect tone beneath a sonorous basin. A wondrous edifice the old ones used to carry music far and wide. During the war, my father played the pipes to rally the Banuk against the Karja. I'm the drummer now. But our battles are few and far between. Mostly I play for the joy of it. Or to remember my family. Of course, if the waters don't recede, what's the point of joy? Or remembering?
So the waters came fast.
One day it was dry. The next, the nearby river had risen and the entire basin was flooded. I don't understand it.
It is very
There was
strange.
no rain, not even any clouds, and yet the river rose higher than I'd ever seen it. And there it remains.
Very odd indeed.
A flood without rain. That is strange. Where is this place? I'll have a look if I'm in the area.
Just northwest of here. Look all you like, but I don't see what good it'll do. The floodwaters aren't going anywhere. How does one ask a river to relent?
That's a fair question. I have 3 blue. Rid of a few. Not quite this many of these. Keep all those for now.
I'll give this to the Osram. Whatever they do with passion.
No more music.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were still small, it was she who led us through the frozen wastes. We also remember the ravenous tribe, who delighted in sucking the marrow from our broken bones. Everywhere Banukai and her Werak fled, the ravenous tribe were never far behind. Seeking a way to defeat them, Banukai went into the wastes and let the wind whip her cheeks. And when the cold brought sleep, she dreamt of light. She saw it behind the world, a great calming sheet of icy blue. And she saw something new.
None of the southern tribes
Herds of
I
machines
wanna watch the whole
filled
thing.
with the same blue light. When she woke, she knew which star it was. For many days and nights until she awoke.
Merchant up here, apparently. Rather inaccessible merchant.
We have enough worries.
Not really anywhere that I'm aware of.
These new machines, like all machines, are still vessels for the blue light, aren't they?
So.
Quite a view you've got up here.
It's a useful perspective.
Quite pretty.
How fleeting we are when the world is so wide. From up here, you can see how the light paints across the land.
ever-changing. That's a lesson. All our marks will pass.
That outlook sounds a little depressing for a painter.
Haven't met many artists, have you? Song's Edge needs new stories. I scrubbed its past off this rock to start anew, but a new start needs new colors. Fresh pigments, like none have seen.
Have you always been a painter?
I've always painted. But I wasn't a painter until I was driven out of Banur. Up there, the markings are eternal. They paint over the same lines, the same colors, over and over. As a child, I learned from copying them. As I grew, my heart sank at the familiarity. All of us Banuk might as well be trapped in glacier ice. We have the look of life, but never really moving.
Interesting progressive perspective.
The Banuk rock paintings are impressive, but,
You want to know what they mean? That's not the right question, but I'll answer anyway. Some are called to the machines. The sacred shapes you see on metal casings, or on a cauldron door.
Do the machines listen to the call?
I don't know. Others, like mine, are a call to the tribe. You could say inspiration or prophecy. And sometimes even men listen, if the painting is loud enough.
I like how she's like, I don't know. Collectible pigment reward box. Goat, badger, goat, badger. Okay. Goats and badgers.
These pigments you want. Where should I look for them?
Salts gather at the edges of geysers and hot pools. Crystals cling to the rocks and cliffs.
I'll see what I can find for you.
Seek out the vibrant ones. A spring of sudden color among snow or rock or metal. That's its own reward, but I'd reward you as well.
Oh, that's good to know. Should have checked with the blue gleam guy to see if he had any maps as well.
When the old ones were fresh in their graves and our numbers were
I'm not gonna get any armor anyway, I know that much.
We've never fixed. Anything like the machines that guard Thunder's drum.
Water lapping. Stone. That's a sound to sleep to, not live to.
One day, that's all I ask. One day of not
Onward
worrying
we
about
go.
what's happening.
Okay, if I want to learn more about how this daemon affects the machines, I've got to find Maria. And to do that, I need to talk to her apprentice, who followed the river north.
Outlander, wait a moment.
Okay.
That weapon of yours, Outlander, that spear. I can see the blue light upon it.
This? It was made by an acquaintance of mine.
Ah, a shaman.
No. More of a tinker?
A tinker does not understand the spark in the metal, the song in the metal like this. But it could be improved upon, modified with the help of the old ones. Far north of here, there is a cave, a shaft in the snow. Within it is a nest of metal birds. Find a bird that hasn't been stripped by shamans past, Look for a rail inside it, the length of your spear. That's all I can tell you.
Get a rail from some metal birds in a cave. Sounds perfectly normal.
Okay. It's way TF up there, okay. Looks like they're making you die.
Might need this.
Spikes the demon drives up from the ground. Just looking at them makes my chest feel hollow.
Okay.
Any news from the hunt?
The herd isn't roaming far from the camp.
You should do that with your hair.
Then we wait. But I bet we'll see a stray.
All right, I'll keep.
I mean, as you all know, you can do whatever you like with your hair, my love. Oh, damn it. Oh, good, I need your parts. Stop getting away from me.
Well,
Didn't get any of the parts that I needed either. Damn, I can't shoot for shit. They did not want to go down, and they ain't shit. Was inadvertently using my crappier arrows. Fucking help matters more.
Outlanders. Gorge Outlanders.
Not the Hunter's Lodge. Never thought I'd see that sunrise.
Yeah, still didn't give me what I needed.
I got fun from the hands, but he got the prince out.
May the sun grant you a portion of its wisdom, young huntress.
Interesting way he phrased that.
When the work is done, then I can relax. The Osram have gone too far this time. Dervahl should die for his crimes.
Crazy Osram tried to
Bergren said Araya's apprentice went north of the river. Hopefully not too far.
I guess we'll find out soon enough. Doesn't seem like it's too far away at this point.
That must be Naltuk, looking out of that tower. It looks like it's sending out a pulse or signal. Naltuk?
Who are you? How did you find me?
Bergrand told me you'd be out here.
He's persistent. I've told that Oseram 1,000 times. I don't need to buy anything.
And I'm not selling. I just need to find Araya.
Well, you won't. She's gone where only shamans can tread. She seeks guidance from the voice in the blue light. That is her task. And the task she gave me is to observe the daemon's work. To stop it spreading, if I can. But what can I do about these towers? In only a few weeks, they've sprouted throughout the cut.
So they're new.
Daemon's energy pulses from them. Rallies the machines, even repairs them.
Oh, great.
Aratak said this daemon was frenzying machines.
Look there. Those with the purple markings. They belong to the daemon. They're stronger, more dangerous.
I've seen something like this before. A corruption. But it wasn't from your daemon.
You have? Well, then you know more than I do. These towers, were they part of your corruption?
Those are new to me too.
Like I said, they empower the daemon's machines. They must be stopped.
I agree.
Will you tell me where Araya went?
You ask a lot of questions.
Only when I'm not getting the answers I need?
There's but one voice Araya wants to hear right now, and it isn't yours. I'm sorry.
Alright, you want to stop the spread of the daemon's work? I know how to get started. With my bow and spear.
Outlander, wait. Won't you tell me your name?
Aloy.
Good. If you fall to the daemon's machines, at least I can properly recount your efforts to Araya.
Thanks for the vote of confidence. But I won't fall. And when I'm done, you're gonna tell me where she is.
Alright, so it takes down my shields on top of it. Overriding seems to be a viable option. So the pulses, when I don't have it overridden, take down my shields and strengthen and heal and repair the machines. Overridden, it repairs my shields, or gives them back anyway, and sends pulses to machines and stuns them. That's generally how it seems like it's happening. I didn't think I'd be able to override it, but I wanted to at least be good to be checking. Damn it. Flipping murdered chickens. You ever gonna go wash the workday off you? Alright. See you in a bit.
You are quite the warrior.
I am quite the warrior, yes, I know. This is just how you destroy it, you know? Definitely easier to override.
Let's talk about Araya.
Yes, let's.
Save this for later. Seems I can take care of the machines and towers. The daemon's next.
You claimed its power for yourself somehow. Perhaps Araya should meet you after all.
Perhaps.
What she truly seeks is hope. After what I just saw, you could show her that. She's in retreat beyond those mountains, the ice rasps. You'll have to walk the shaman's path to get there. You'll know you've reached the end when you come to a shrine, a great machine covered in blue gleam. Shamans who complete the path take a piece of it as reward. If you make it that far, you should too. You'll have earned it.
You said something about blue gleam at the end of the shaman's path?
A crystal that builds on the bodies of machines in the oldest ice. We Banuk believe it's the stuff of the blue light, frozen as it escapes their shells. You might be more interested that merchants will trade well for it.
Bergren told me you're Araya's apprentice.
In her absence, I serve the chieftain and his werak as an advisor, a scout, a speaker for the blue light.
A lot of responsibilities.
I don't know if I can live up to Araya's example, but I have to try. I owe her that much. She took a chance on me, an aspiring shaman from the edge of the world. No one else would.
Were you
Feels
with
like you was
Araya
her, apparently.
when they attacked the mountain?
I wish I had been, even with all that happened. I'm no warrior, though, so she bid me wait. When Araya and the chieftain returned, I saw them argue bitterly. I don't know what about exactly. Then she came to me, gave me my task, and left us.
How do I cross this shaman's path?
Go to the ice rasps. Then follow the markers through the ice caves and the waterfalls, and make the climb to the shrine. But be careful. The path is meant to be an ordeal, the final trial of a young shaman's training.
And I'll find Araya at the end of it?
No. She goes further up, somewhere inside the mountain. If you see her, would you tell her, I have faith she will hear the voice again.
All right. I
I
guess I'm
shall
off to
tell
the ice
her.
rasps to find this shaman's path.
Another merchant over there. Feel like I should get Tallneck first. Because knowing what's around is handy.
A Tallneck? What did it take to knock one of those over? Liable to last.
That they are.
A long time ago. The scavengers have just gotten started. and get out of this.
Actually brought the tall neck down apparently. Not any of those, because they're just scavengers cleaning up the mess. Bring it down. Finally did.
That's the last of the scavengers. Should scan the tall neck. See how deep the damage goes.
Just a general idea on why I was here.
The Banuk were protecting it. This tall neck was probably holy to them.
That's good. Or otherwise meaningful in some way.
I could use my focus to look around. Looks like the scavengers ripped out 3 major parts. If I could bring them back, maybe I could even reactivate it. Get at what's inside its head.
Array stabilizer actuator. Surprise! Probably gonna crash, or I'll see what we see tomorrow. Look forward to some gaming after work. Hope you have a good rest of your stream so you can't stay longer. Dude, it's totally 100% fine, dude. Get some rest. I absolutely know how it goes. I'm gonna be rapping soon because I myself am quite tired. I'm looking forward to some new world myself tomorrow. Also, anybody that's in here that has not already checked out and followed Escape the Mind Productions, please do. I'll drop a link here in chat here shortly. Actually, Escape, if you just type !ETMP before you go, it'll drop your link. He is at 98 subscribers, last I checked, so let's help him get to 100, please. Really good content over there. And we stream together quite a bit, as he alluded to. We will be streaming together tomorrow and again on Saturday. Yeah, dude, sorry I didn't think to do it when you came in. It was brain farted, I guess. Yeah, like I said, I'm tired. Yeah, get some rest, buddy. See, you don't want to fall off the edge. Piss off, Watchers. Not sure how effective or not this is going to be against them, probably it's not. Like if it hit him, it would be devastating, but... And Buffy, if you would do me a favor and pop his link into chat for me, just exclamation ETMP. If you're by computer, if not, I'll do it in a minute. Guess they're both down this way.
Oh boy.
Some of your goodies off. Take a little pep out of your step. Weapon teacher. Mine launcher. Stepping on those mines? It's not hurting them. I forgot how much harder things are up here in the cut. Restock everything while I have a moment.
My turn.
Just try and make things a little safer around here for myself. The point in fact, I'm unclear as to whether or not I can get them off myself by stepping on them. That was somewhat to be close. Stay on the timer. I don't remember ever actually picking one up and playing with it. Come and get me. Might help me out a little bit at least. It's a scrapper. Demonic scrapper with some nifty lights on it.
Next part. It's heavy.
Nice. Got some blue gleam. Got very dark all of a sudden. Surprise! The scrapper's having a laser on their head. I'm having the bolts that they shoot out. That's our last hit.
Heart seems intact. Telnec's a little tough.
Got the parts I need. Flashlight. I do like the fact that you can fast travel to Telnex. Especially handy in this case. Or at least most of the way to this one.
Chill almost feels like sunburn.
Just hoping I stumbled onto some blue gleam.
Going down fast.
all those parts. Yep, that doesn't provide me any light.
Well, that fits. Sure hope it works.
I don't see enough.
Well, it's in better shape than it was. Okay, if I'm right, we just need to get the power flowing through it again. And if I'm wrong, at least no one's watching.
There is that saving grace if I'm wrong.
That should wake you up. Easy now. Easy!
Boyfriends, I fixed you.
Right, it's never easy. Now I need to climb that tall neck again. I'll need to find higher ground.
Daylight. Probably a bad idea. More than likely a bad idea, but you know.
Easier when I was a kid.
So this here very much looks like a place. Gotten rid of you guys once. Oh, missed. Welcome back, Gray. Hopefully you feel better after the shower.
Alright. Now I just have to reach its head.
Didn't think I was gonna make that one. Hawk almost derailed me terminally. Definitely an interesting experience doing this at night. Nice. stepped on there. Hard to say. Go. Got one of the parts I needed. Remember, owls are needed for owl parts. Not that that one gave me anything, but surprisingly close in at this point still. Got it.
Fresh as it comes.
There would be. I'm not gonna read the ad. Further along than him. I guess they're just hunters killing boar and leaving them alone. Terminate Derail is your new album name. It's a good one. It was a decent piece of phrasing on my part, I suppose, huh? But Alright, I think that will bring us to the close of this evening's stream. And as we were talking about a few minutes ago, don't forget to tune in tomorrow night. Escape the Mind Productions and I will be doing New World. Having some fun with that. I believe he's going to be getting off probably 7:30 Pacific, or no. It might be 7:30 or 8 Pacific when we can get started. I might decide to schedule mine a little earlier and start it a little bit earlier and just have him join me. We'll see what I feel like doing tomorrow. So I'll get that scheduled tomorrow, probably in the morning or something. Sometime tomorrow, so you know when it's at. So do look out for that. That should be fun. Obviously, to anybody who's not already, please do like and subscribe. That way you get notified anytime I do post new content. Again, when I go live with Nuclear Winter tomorrow. Thursday, we'll see what I decide to do. Probably Horizon Zero Dawn again. Enjoying it as always. And then Saturday, we'll be going live again with State of Decay 2. Probably wrapping that one up. Again, that'll be with Escape the Mind Productions and I. And, well, depending on how Gray feels, he may join us as well. You never know. But yeah. I'm gonna do a short outro. I'm sleepy. It's time. Thank you, Gray. Much appreciated. And, yeah, guys, I will talk to you all later. Thank you for hanging out as always, and I will see you tomorrow night. Until then, take care, stay safe, be excellent to each other out there. Night, everybody.